Let's draw a circle with a center and let the radius of the circle be r units. The length of the boundary of the circle is called the circumference. We know that the circumference of the circle is given by the formula 2 pi r. The circumference is just the boundary or the perimeter. But we will understand what the formula for the area contained inside this boundary is. The area of a circle with radius r is given as pi multiplied by r squared square units. The formula is very easy to remember. We are given the value of r. We just substitute it in place of r here and get the area. But why is it pi r squared? How did we arrive at this formula? To understand this, we divide the circle into 32 equal parts. Like this. We have drawn many radii to divide the circle into 32 equal parts. The total area contained in each of these 32 parts is the same. Let us take one piece and place it like this. We take another piece and place it next to the first piece. Out of the 32 pieces, we have kept 2 pieces adjacent to each other. Let's take the third piece and place it next to the second piece. Then the fourth piece. Similarly, if we place all 32 pieces like this is what we get. It looks like a rectangle. If you noticed, these tiny arcs are the arcs here which are around the circumference. So these lengths on top and the ones on bottom together form the circumference. And out of the 32 tiny lengths, 16 are on top and 16 lie at the bottom. As the total circumference is 2 pi r, this will be pi r and this will also be pi r. Pi r plus pi r is 2 pi r. And what about this length? This length, as you can see, is actually the radius of the circle. Even this length is the radius of the circle. But if you notice, this is slightly slant and is not perfect rectangle. So we can say that it is approximately equal to the radius of the circle, which is r. This will be r and this too will be r. This is the length of the rectangle and this is its breadth. Since the area of the rectangle is length multiplied by breadth, in this case it will be pi r multiplied by r. And that gives us pi r squared. That's how we get the area of a circle as pi r squared. Do we have to divide the circle only into 32 equal parts to prove this? No, we can even divide this into 40 parts or 50 parts or maybe even 60. It doesn't matter. But all the parts have to be equal. More the number of parts, the more this figure will look like a rectangle. If we divide it into 60 equal parts, we will get 30 tiny arcs on top and 30 at the bottom. But our result will still remain the same.